Two pistons of a hydraulic lift have diameters of 60 cm and 5 cm. What is the force exerted by the larger piston when 50 Newton is placed on smaller piston? The hydraulic lift works based on Pascal's principle, which states that pressure applied to a confined fluid is transmitted equally in all directions. So, pressure on smaller piston equals pressure delivered by larger piston. They are equal. Pressure on smaller piston equal pressure on larger piston. Pressure on smaller piston can be replaced by force on smaller piston divided by area of the smaller piston. Then pressure on the larger piston can be replaced by force on the larger piston divided by area of the larger piston. The diameter of the larger piston equals 60 cm and diameter of the smaller piston is 5 cm. The force on the smaller piston is 50 Newton. So let us write the area equals pi r square equals pi times d by 2 the whole square, because the radius is diameter divided by 2. So we get area equals pi times d square upon 4. Good. So force on larger piston equals area of the larger piston divided by area of the smaller piston multiply the force on the smaller piston. The area of the larger piston can be written as pi dl square upon 4. The area of the smaller piston can be written as pi ds square upon 4. Here we can cancel few terms. One is the 4 can be cancelled and the pi can be cancelled. Then we left with FL equals dl square upon ds square multiply Fs. Here the dl and ds can be substituted in centimeter because they are in ratio. It's not necessary we have to substitute them in SI unit. It takes little bit more steps. So on numerator and denominator we have the same quantity with the same square, so we no need to bother about the units. But we have to see that they are of the same unit. Centimeter in the numerator and the centimeter in the denominator. So centimeter square on the numerator divided by centimeter square on the denominator. It can be meter and meter, no problem. So 60 square divided by 5 square multiply 50. Then we can write 5 square as 25. Then 25 cancels with 50, we get 2. Then 60 square become 3600 multiply 2, we get the force on larger piston is 7200 Newton.